Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to be talking about some of the basics when you first start off playing Dekaron. Now, Dekaron lacks what many MMOs have, which is like an opening tutorial, kind of explaining to you how the game works. This makes it really hard for new players to come in and play. So my hope with this video is that if you're a new player and you want to try out Dekaron, this will give you an idea of how to start and how the system works. So, when you first start off, you're going to be getting your first quest, and it's going to tell you to talk to Ironblood Kale. Now, I'm going to go through that in just a minute, but the first thing I want to do is I'm actually going to close this, and I want to talk about some of the interfaces and how they work. So, that was the quest interface. In order to get to that, you can press Q on your keyboard, which you can see here. Very simple. Now, your stats. You have the ability to add your stats and your skills. How that works is to view your stats, you press C. And this kind of gives you an outlook of all your stats. Now, as you level up, you'll get points right here, stat points, which I actually might even be able to show you here if I do this first quest, it might level me up. So I'm talking to her, completing the quest. I guess that one doesn't give any experience. But they will. So you get stats and you put them in here. Now, where you put your stats is very dependent on your class. If you press I, you can look at your inventory and you can look at your weapon. Now, your weapon has stat requirements. So the first thing you always want to do is you want to prioritize your stats to be put on what's required for your weapons. So, for example, I need Strength 5 and Spirit 4, which it starts you off with. But later on, you'll get better weapons, and you just want to make sure that you're able to equip your next weapon. Now, from there, you can decide where you want your stats to go. You could put it all into heal to give you more HP, or you could put it into whatever your damage stat is, in my case, strength, to increase your damage. That's your choice. So the next thing is your skills. And you can look at your skills by pressing the letter K. How this works is this is where all your skills are. This is where you apply points. As you level up, you will also get points. And then you can apply those to your skills to make them better. Now, an important thing to remember as a new player is that a lot of the beginner skills that you use earlier on are actually useless when you're a higher level, and you won't even want to use them. So, you get one free skill reset, so it's important to remember that. So you can start off kind of leveling up whatever, and then later on, you can look up a couple, some builds on the forums for how you want to build your characters. And I'm hoping to do builds for each character in the future, but that's just important to keep in mind. So this is your inventory. This is all basic stuff. This is pretty basic as to how it works with MMOs. Now, the other important thing that I want everyone to know is that in order to sell things in this game, make money, buy new things, you use the agency for your lower level things. Now, your agency, if you press M, is located here on the map at the middleman, Gazuro or whatever. And there you can buy items and weapons. But you can also sell things yourself. Now, you can sell things yourself by pressing the backslash on your keyboard. And then it opens up your shop. And then what you can do, I don't think I have anything to sell. Oh, I guess I could sell my weapon, is you put it in here, you select the price, and then you open your shop, like this. And then what this does is it shows up in the agency for anyone who's looking for your item. Very important. Okay, so those are a couple of the basic things that you should know when you're getting started off. Now, when you're leveling, what you want to do is you want to progress with the main storyline. You can do the side quests if you want, but for the most part, you can just stick to the main quests. And they are always labeled in red. So example, we're going to take this quest right here. So then it pops up here. And it'll always list the clear NPC. That's the next NPC you need to go to. Or if you need to kill a certain amount of enemies, that tells you as well. And you can always find that person by pressing M and locating the NPC on the NPC list. There's usually less on the later maps, but for example, I need Fennel. So I would look on the list here, and I would find Fennel. Sometimes the spelling is incorrect. This is an example of a glitch, but you can see that the spelling is pretty similar. What you do is you can click on it, and then it'll tell you where it is. And then if I close my map, I'll get a little arrow telling me where I need to go. So in this case, I would run over and try to find Fennel. So we will do that quickly here. And you can get a kind of good look at our Deca, which is the starting area currently. You can see a lot of people have their shops set up trying to sell stuff and make some money. You know, when you're starting off, items to look out for are Matera pieces. Those sell pretty well, as well as Argates and Mavericks. So you can try to sell some of those things and make more money. Okay, so we get to Fennel. And we find the main quest, and we complete it. So as you can see, I just leveled up actually twice from that quest. So if you look here, you now see I have some stat points. Now, I'm not going to want to apply these until I know what my next weapon is, so I'll hang on to them for now. And as well as having my stat points here, I probably won't apply any of these yet as well, or either. Anyway, that's kind of a basic how to start the game. So I highly recommend just following the main quests. You can join a guild if you want, which you can look for people who are recruiting for guilds. And any of that type of stuff. Anything you want. You can just go in and you can explore the game. A couple more useful things to know is up here there's reward events. And these have to do with like timed events or monsters, so you can get free stuff from completing these, which is really good. This is a time that kind of gives you an idea of when events take place, although you won't have to worry about these until you're a higher level. You have other things over here. But these are all just macro to your keyboard, and you can kind of explore these on your own and find out. Also, when you currently start off, they give you a level up package. This changes though. So if you're watching this, like a year from now or something, this might be different. But you usually get some type of a level up package to start off with. And then what you can do is you can use these things to help you get started. So, for example, it gives you some warp stones, which help you teleport, a holy water, which does all those things, some potions, which are really important. So, you get some potions and start off. You can throw them on here so you can use them. Oh, that's another important thing is your skills. In order to move your skills, what you do is you just go here, and then you can drag them onto your skill bar down here. You probably won't have all three of these to start off with. You'll just have one, but you can change that using the select number here and then moving them around here. And then what else does this give you? This gives you a mount, which helps you get around as well. Anyway, this was just a couple of the basics when you're first starting the game, since there isn't much of a tutorial. I really hope this is helpful, and I hope if you're new to the game, you can start playing and enjoy it. If you have any questions, just leave them for me in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.